Hello everyone, how are you? I am going to teach you how to make an envelope without a punch board and without a printer. I made one of these using a printout from before, and I have no printer access, and so I printed out from my daughters a while back one of these envelopes, and I saved the paper that I cut it out on, and then I used some little tape here and I put my piece of paper under there the size that I wanted. You can use whatever you want. This is some old butcher's paper, and you're going to need some kind of blending brush or tool, some ink. I'm using this ink here right now. It's waterproof. You simply go around where you want it, just like that. It gives it a distressed look. Just like that. I'm just holding it in place because I just have my template taped down, not the paper taped down. I did not want my paper to get ripped by accident with the tape because I didn't know if it will hold, if it would do that because of the old butcher paper. So after I get it inked around that I want and feel comfortable with, I simply remove my template, and there's my outline, and then I just cut around. I stamped with my stamp. On my template I wrote this on here, and because of my paper is so thin that I can lay it on there and trace my line for my pattern to cut out. This little knob here, folded my things down, my flaps in, because I want this to open. And this is going in my July Just Junk journal from the Dear Julie Julie. We are allowed to use as many envelopes that we want out of junk. So there's my envelope in there, and I'm going to show you how to do another one. I'm going to move this one out of the way. You just cut around that and you're done. And I had this envelope that I liked, and I deconstructed it, and it ripped in a couple of spots, but that's okay. You can still use it. See, I just laid it down on my paper. I traced around. I got to here and here. Then I flipped this so that way I can get that extra piece without getting the messed up spot. And for this one, I laid my paper down. I have a fold line. I added this to my fold line, held it in place, grabbed my ink, and I went around just like I did. It's just the opposite, so it's going to be inked on the outside instead of on the inside. So you can use whatever envelope that you think is an awesome looking envelope and simply create as many envelopes that you need or your heart's desire by simply using your resources that you have available to you. I hope this is helpful to somebody. Now right up here, I'm going to go around that lipping there really well. And then simply flip, line back up my lines, just like that, and finish going around to finish off that ledge. And you now have a perfectly good envelope that you cut around the outside, and you have this style of envelope just like that. So let's try a different one. I have these mini ones like this. Gonna line it up on the ledge and on the bottom there. Take my ink, my brush, and just go around the sides. Just like that. And I can have a mini envelope. Oh, it shifted, but look how easy that is to line back up with the lines. There's your envelope. Now, here's one of the templates that I had that I cut out before. Take my little athlete's tape that's expired, and I'm going to line back up my cut spot, and I'm going to tape it in place. Just like that. Flip it over. Fold this down. Need just a little bit more there to catch that side, because that's the side I'm inking on, and I don't want it to shift, so I'm going to attach it all the way to the edge. So there's that. Let's do a decorative one. Here again, take some tape, and tape down your template in a couple of spots so it doesn't shift on you. Grab your ink and just, whoop. Good thing I had it where I started, just like that. I'm going to line it back up. Hold it in place. And I'm going to de-stress around it, since this is the outer template. And you can use any color that will match your design that you want going on in your journal. I hope this was a helpful tip. I hope this has helped you out on turning your junk journals into something a little more elegant. And you just cut around and get your design out just like that. I also have Julie's double bank envelope that I would like to redo as well. So I've got some more paper that I wanted to do that onto. But this one is just barely wide enough on that one. Because I already have a fold in that, it makes it a little more difficult. So I tried to line something up on my fold. But that's okay if your fold doesn't match up. I have done several of them that didn't have matched up. And you just outline your template. And then it's ready to cut out for you. And you can make as many, and it will work on regular cardstock and your scrapbook paper as well. With this challenge, we are not allowed to use scrapbook paper, and we are not allowed to use anything but junk paper this go round, which that's okay. This butcher's paper I'm using is 20 years old that I know of. It could be way older than that, but I know at least 20 years old. It was given to my husband from his uncle who owned a shop, and he was a butcher, and his uncle was a butcher in a grocery store. My husband is a butcher. So, and there's my double bank envelope ready to cut out. That simple, that easy. Thank you all for watching, and have a crafty day.